pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I had it. I must have been on a some sort of advertisement or a drive-through RPG special.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, and it's a thick book, and it doesn't cost a lot. It's the same thing as like this like the basic fantasy. They're not charging a lot for it for what you get.
Right.
Yeah, that Petty Gods is great.
It doesn't have a lot of tables. If you're looking for random generation tables, no, it's definitely something I need some inspiration for gods and deities, and you flip through it until you find something that works for you.
I marked up my index as a random table.
Very good. Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Like a D 457 or something. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was giving Pete a chance to show up. He seemed to say that he was playing. Let's see if I can prod him somehow. Let's see. Pizza ready. Okay, since we have well, I'm gonna have to get rid of that because once I start the game, I don't like to listen to all that happy shit. I thought we'd just start right where we left off.
Right outside the temple?
Right outside the temple, yeah. And the strangled merchant has left. And so you're left on the side of the beach there with Gar Hassan, Resmaduro de Toxin, Chichi Casapan, their slaves, and Low Mask. The sun is setting. The merchants refuse to travel at night, so they want to break camp in the morning and head back to Volaterre in the morning.
Whoa, let's not be so hasty here. We said we'd complete the task you set before us. Cover those children. Is this all the silk that you expected to find stored within the temple?
No, they're hoping to find more.
Well, so are we.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you guys were getting ready to head back into town.
I think we were just trying to. I think last session we were just trying to find a.
Okay.
Break the
Well, yeah, they're ready for you to get. If you want to, they'll set up camp.
Yeah. Excuse me. I thought the default might have been we go back to town and just come back, but.
No, I want to start right where we left off.
Okay. Yep.
Choice of leaving in the morning, or heading back in. And now that seeing that Gabriel has walked down the trail,
Gabriel,
the party is bulking out.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask about the meta point was. I think the idea of going back to town was to get more people, but
we have more people.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Gabriel, what's your character?
Oh, hey, he's a thief.
And his name?
His name, I have right here. Zola.
Zola?
Double L.
Go ahead and type you guys' character's name in the chat, and then I'm just going to copy that down for my records of who played today at your convenience.
Discord or Hangouts chat?
Just a chat here on Hangouts.
Yeah, cool.
And for the thief, there's a party of murder hobos hanging out by the side of the river near the ruins of Skystone River Place. There's several merchants and a gaggle of slaves, including 2 white apes. And
whoa.
Looks like the murder hobos are getting ready to go into the ruin.
Okay, he's just gonna follow them from a distance.
Yep.
Curious about what they are going to do.
Got to get out my funky map again.
So let's see. Did Rark get hurt last time at all, or are you still at full HP?
I'm still at full HP. I picked up another hit die as well.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good.
All right.
Oh, and the ranger that played with us last week, I don't think he'll be playing any further.
Jorma, Mark.
So deduct 1 ruby and some of the musical scores because he needs to take his treasure with him.
Right. That was, I think, one of the meta things that I wanted to solve for me and
Yep.
For me and Narnell, for Rack and Narnell. So
Ruby, and he wants some of the songs that he thinks that he can use for fireside songs.
Okay.
To sing for his dinner like a bard.
So we had 5 rubies last session. Shall we just do we just want to convert those to GP and then?
Nope, you got to keep them as rubies.
Okay.
I'm giving you your XP, but they don't transform into coin out here in the wilderness. So you had to give the ranger a ruby and some musical scores.
Okay. Okay, so that looks like 2 rubies apiece then, Stu, for Rack and Narnell. And then on the musical scores, I had already noted them as being converted to rubies, but I don't. Maybe I
don't convert them to rubies. Just take them for the XP value.
Okay, gotcha.
And what they eventually become as far as cash. You'll have to get to the town and sell them, and then you'll have cash.
Okay, Narnell,
or keep them as is your wish.
Sure, Narnell. Why don't you hang on to those musical scores then?
Okay. And we also have this
that'll
vial.
Yeah, you have that.
Okay.
That vial of that glass cylinder with green gas, the Florilil.
Open and huff in case of emergency.
Right. Throw and point towards enemy. All right, cool. Well, that's all the record keeping from last session then.
Okay.
All right. Okay, the noticeable feature of this dungeon is that the river runs through it, and that they've been scampering and clamoring over fallen debris to get from one location to another in the ruinous cavern. That's very high, and so you'll be starting back at the one entrance in. The dark crooked path climbs up to the side of the temple to a narrow black opening. The river is loud, and what was that first area? Inside the temple, there's no light except what you bring with you. Okay. The river water is 5 feet deep. The flow is fast. The river is loud. There's a waterfall at the head of the temple. You can hear it everywhere. Mist floats out from the waterfall continually. Beneath the water is what was once the floor of the temple. It's a mosaic in blue and white. And it is a vast, beautiful, pictured summer sky. The painted ceiling, once a riot of color, is now faded. Broken parts are missing. Calcite has seeped through. As the party can inform you, some of the images can still be made out in the ceiling, even though it is faded. Everything is climbing. Climbing with light at walking pace when nothing is charging you does not require a test. And you are on a broken promontory of rock, 20 by 20. And north is the partially fallen pillar. And northwest is the face of the ancient patriarch that looks out over the water that goes down to statues, a big long statue in the water.
Hey, Pete.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
7:16. You're not late, Pete. You're right on time.
Oh, sweet.
This is, when are you late for a game? After the first hour?
I don't know. Maybe after the first 15 minutes, just like school.
Just like school. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your new character?
A thief. Because I couldn't cross-reference to see whatever class he was when I was thinking when I woke up this morning, and I was like, fuck it, he's a thief.
Okay. Thief, which is our basic default character of the blue.
What's his name, Pete?
Morthok.
Morthok. Little Morthok in the morning, Morthok in the evening, Morthok all day long. You're going right back into the sun setting. The merchants are setting up camp, and the party's going back in for more goods. And we're right at the first.
So, Carl, Gabriel, there's on the Discord. Sorry, on the Discord there was a sketch of the map of the place. I don't know if it's legible or not, but it might help you kind of get a sense of where we've already been. For the rest of the group, maybe we should head kind of north where the Orm leader thought the lost children were. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think at the end they gave us a clue that I don't know. There was that zip line thing near the tree where.
Yeah, his clue was that they would have, for safety, they would have gone to the cavern behind the waterfall. When he means not the waterfall coming out of the front of the temple, but where the river enters the temple.
Okay.
Which obviously is going to be at the opposite end of where you're at, for adventure purposes. And
okay. Now I understand the map. The thing at the bottom is like a side view of the.
Yeah, it is. It's a side view of a.
For the first where the fallen pillar is and.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the little X is the entry point, and sorry, it's small and not
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, basically the passageways of this dungeon are various things that you have to clamber or climb across to get to the next raised piece of ground in this flooded chamber, and it can be a sandbar, it could be a pile of rubble, it could be a statue.
Mm-hmm.
So last session we lost the one lantern the previous group had with our paladin. I
have six torches and flint and steel.
Yeah, so I think we had some torches scattered around us. I was more just going to ask, is anybody have a free hand or didn't intend to use a shield, that kind of thing? That
I can carry a torch, and I'll mark one off on my sheet. Jay, if you just let me know for your timekeeping purposes when I need to light another one.
Okay. I will.
Cool.
I'm hoping the dungeon's going to take care of that for me.
Usually it does.
I hope that within an hour that thing is going out because you've been knocked in the water. Somehow, some way. I don't know where or when, but if that opportunity presents itself, that torch is going out.
Alrighty. Well, I'm carrying a lit one currently.
So Rark and Narnale are looking for these lost children.
Yeah, and some more bales of silk that are pretty valuable. And that's that was the first reason that we came out here to this temple.
Okay.
To this area. These bales of silk had been stored here in this temple, and they're trade goods for the merchants. But the people, the Orm people that normally live within the temple, have been driven out by some malignant
Evil
force.
spirits.
Evil spirits. Ghosts.
And the Olm are blind, semi-amphibious.
And yeah, I mean, I guess we would catch everybody up on kind of what we saw last time. The merchants also had some like ape slaves that we saw carcasses of that had what looked like serpent bites or snake bites. We did not encounter any of those inside. We mostly, the biggest hazard were the mosaics of basically various pictures that would end up kind of coming alive.
Animating.
Yeah.
Like the giant lion with pygmies with spears.
Yeah.
And the mosaics appear to come alive when light is cast on them.
Shown on it, yeah.
Was the activating, and so the blind Olms have been living there all these years, not without any light. So some of the players were pissed that the Olm didn't tell them about these dangers, and they're like, that's when the evil spirits showed up. I don't know what you're talking about. That ceiling's never had a jumping lion jump out of it. Yeah. You broke it. You did it. What did you do?
Yeah.
And the one other thing we encountered that might have some treasure implications, we just don't know yet, is in the place where Aaron's marked on the map, valuable lockets here, ? There was this large raised kind of stone plateau that we were on, where these tiny wax children golem things came out of the water with a chain out of their mouth. And one of the merchants explained that it seems like they were some lockets that...
Narnell, when you're describing those wax golems, the merchant was surprised to hear that they attacked you because they are just decorative little figurines with the lockets stuck inside them. They're not... I mean, he calls them a golem, but not a golem in the D&D sense.
Gotcha.
But it was a golem in the D&D sense. Because the thing was a lot.
Well, the merchant also told us there were more lockets. So if we get to that area again, it might be prudent to, I don't know, poke around or...
Well, he said there was lockets attached to those golems.
Yeah, which we didn't find when we melted them with torches or knocked them off the edge of the cavern.
And you should have found lockets on the end of those chains stuffed inside the wax golem, and you melted them down, and all you had was a chain.
Right.
Oh. It's about all we experienced. Again, the biggest hazards were the trap mosaic situations, and they're all rather unique. Sometimes an animal would pop out and attack. Paladin died when someone disrupted one of the mosaics,
and then we don't know who. Under it.
Oh, he went out with a beautiful song because he had all the music gems on him. So when he fell down and hit the stone head, he just burst into an amazing song and then hit the water, and you could hear his song as he bing bonged all the way down the temple.
Bing bong.
You guys, you heard beautiful music all the way out.
It was just like the theme from Platoon. He jams on fucking rocks.
It's awesome. Yeah, be any music score that you want.
Yeah. So I guess maybe thinking about coming back in here, there was a mosaic that was near the front that was the only harmless one, where I think it kind of showed us that they're more than they seem. There's like an eagle kind of comes alive and attacks a mouse or eats a mouse.
Yep.
Maybe just for calibration, like coming back in here, we should explicitly shine a light on that one. And like, did they reset, or is it still kind of?
Does it reset? It doesn't. It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
They. Whoops. It's magic money. We're all gonna be rich. No, they're frozen in the way that, like, if you look in the water, the eagle is still frozen in the mosaic holding the mouse.
Okay.
And that mouse is a mosaic mouse. So it doesn't reactivate.
Got it.
And that's on where'd you see that? Yeah, that's on the Broken Promontory. So you either go north or northwest.
I think north to the stone platform where we encountered the wax babies.
Good.
Oh, okay.
And then,
so you go north to the column cracked halfway up. That's where you got the musical gems. There's no further musical
I'm
gems.
sorry. Yeah.
I thought you were just retracing your steps.
We are, yeah.
And that is, if you go north, and then you take the only way off in that teetering pile, that cracked pillar to the northwest, you end at a teetering pile of heaped up stones. And I believe that's where you were attacked by the wax golems.
Right, and they had kind of climbed up the edges of that teetering stone pile.
Yeah, they climbed out of the water.
If I just stick my pole down in the water, wait a minute, get my character sheets mixed up. I do not have a pole. I thought I did. Let me see. Sorry.
I have a character somewhere in the multiverse that has a 10-foot pole.
Yes, someone.
I once had a character that had a grappling hook.
Yep, definitely mixing characters. I do not have a pole, so basically trying to figure out if there's a way to ascertain depth of the water. That's all.
I have a different pole.
Well, it's a teetering pile of heaped up stones, so it's easy to climb down the side. It's 30 by 30. There's several pools of dried wax on top of some of the rocks. This has the roof with the Byzantine-style portrait of a female saint suckling an armful of insect children. They're not the buzzing is not happening anymore. When you first came here, the insect children were buzzing.
Oh, that's right. So I remember also I blew a whistle, and it almost seemed to either anger the little golem things, and so did that noise of the buzzing is what attracted them in the first place.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
So I came extremely prepared this time because I actually got a good roll on gold. So I guess I was a successful thief. I have a grappling hook, 10-foot pole, torches, and 8-foot of rope. So we should have brought fucking ladders. Damn. Some people bring ladders in here.
Yeah, ladders. You could do ladders. Good 6-foot, 8-foot ladder. Hell, even a 4-footer would probably help.
Yeah.
Just get up over those little things.
Yeah, so you can just get those really hard spaces to paint.
So what are you doing on this pile of rock?
Well, I handed my 10-foot pole off to someone else who was poking into the waters indiscriminately.
Yeah, sure. I'll take. I was just basically wanted to search around kind of the base area where the baby wax golems kind of crawled out. Seeing how deep the water is right below the pile of rocks.
Let's nail down our surprise check rules for basic fantasy role playing.
So this place doesn't have any mosaics?
There was
the mosaic in the water is of the blue summer sky day, and the ceiling is a painting of a female saint with suckling insect children.
And they haven't activated by the light.
Gabriel, I didn't catch that. Sorry.
And they were not activated by the light.
No, so you don't know what these guys are talking about. They must have been all
Mm.
smoke and grass before they came into this trippy place, because you haven't seen anything move.
Okay. I
They
have
possibly could be full of shit.
a 6-foot pole and candle, a reading candle. So I just put some wax on the top top of the pole and stick the candle,
Yep.
to the end of the pole,
Mm-hmm.
so I can it's only 5 feet of light, but it
Better than
provides.
nothing.
Yeah.
Allow you to examine the walls, your footing. Roll for initiative, Narnell.
All right.
I got a 2.
A 3.
Okay. It's your initiative. Let's see. Something comes out of the water to attack you while you're at the base of these pillars. The pile of stone. It comes out of the water. It looks like. What does it look like? It must be some type of water elemental, because the water flows through it, but it keeps its shape, which is that of a baboon. And it's inside it. It's filled with snakes.
That's fun.
And the snakes are screaming, "Free me! Burn the book!" What are you gonna do?
I think
You have
I'm gonna
initiative.
I'll just move back up. I was trying to find the rule. There was like a. Are we engaged in melee right now, or
No? It's
okay.
It tried to jump and grab you while you were poking in the water. You were not surprised. You have initiative, so if you want to scramble away from it, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'd like to do that, and I don't know. Can I toss a dagger when I get back up?
It goes back into the water, and being looking like water and just being the shape of the water, you can't see it now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hand Morthok his
Stay
pole
away
back.
from the water.
Yeah.
Please don't give me the pole again.
Yeah.
No matter how much I ask for it.
There you go. Yeah, there's your Harry Potter thing. We have baboon-shaped water elementals with snakes trapped inside.
Oh yeah.
Oh, also, I wanted to, before we get any further in our live stream broadcast of Rom'Myr, I had mentioned that I was anxious. I had been hanging on to the setting for a while and been wanting to run it. This adventure, that module, this intro dungeon is by Patrick Stewart, and it was a throwaway PDF that I've been hanging on to. I don't even think he offers it free as a download anymore. He didn't think highly of it, but I thought it was really cool. So we're going through a Patrick Stewart product for the site.
Oh, you've been anxious to run this, Jay? I specifically remember you saying, I have no intention of running this game in the Discord.
Well, yeah, because that was the opposite of jinxing it, right? Like, I've been wanting to run this setting for 3 years, so if I say I'll never run it ever, I'm jinxing it.
Definitely gonna happen. I mean, it's happened twice.
It's the reverse jinx. And it worked. We're on session 2, and I got a full table, so booyah, bitches! The force is strong in this one. So the most of my campaigns are, I take published product that I think is cool and hack the hell out of it, so so hopefully it's not apparent to everyone else, since we all use the same stuff. Or not use all the same stuff, look at some of the same product out there.
Right. Well, let's never go down near the water edge again.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know why we even bothered. So the snake said something about burning the book.
And pleading to be freed.
Yeah.
Free me, burn the book.
Okay.
And their voice sounded like voices like bathroom pipes, like they were speaking through bathroom pipes.
Like very echoey.
I'm very echoey.
No, the voice, the snake voices speaking
Yes,
through
it
bathroom
would be
pipes.
very
Are
echoey.
Well, should we head northwest to the standing to the broad pillar and then north?
Okay.
Northwest, you can go northwest across the fallen statues through the water. You're above the water to walk across to that statue that's holding up the roof. Or to the southeast, the way you came, you can drop down on that pillar that runs southwest to northeast. But I'm hearing you're going towards back the way you came.
Yeah. Well, not back the way we came. Oh, yeah, the way we were, the way we had been, the way we had entered this place last session.
Yeah. And that's going to take you to a huge standing column carved into the shape of a heroic form holding up the ceiling with outstretched arms. And you're at the base. And to the north of you is a collapsed column engraved with the forgotten weather systems, symbols of forgotten weather systems that the jester was able to decipher. So the jester can talk about the weather better than anybody. Like your small talk.
Yep. But he's always wrong. He's always wrong, though.
So you got that, Chester. I'm going to give you a +1 in small talk.
Fantastic.
Because of your knowledge of the weather systems.
It's basically his only skill.
You can
His
climb.
only skill is not having a skill.
He can climb.
He can. I mean, yeah.
Go ahead and toss him some. Put him out in left field. He'll shag balls left and right all day long.
Yeah.
Nothing gets by that. He's like a spider web out there.
With his -1 dex. Yep.
That's right. You got catch object, and then you have a -1 dexterity. I love it. So you've adjusted your armor class upwards, right?
I did, yeah. That's why I'm. That's why I begged for that armor and the shield, and I'm still 13.
Damn.
Yeah. So north is the collapsed column. East is a statue leans against the torso and gives access down to. Am I reading right? Oh, that's back the way you came. Okay. West, you could climb down and jump across, and then south was the rope bridge that goes to the abandoned boat with the taxidermied birds in cages.
Right. And that's where we found the crow.
That's right. You still have the crow. The raven flew away. The crow stayed on your shoulder.
Right. Well, let's try. Are you guys good for north rather than risking the jump to the west?
Yeah. Even though I'm not a paladin, I still don't want to jump over things.
Yeah, nobody does.
Okay, to the north where the collapsed column, it meets another collapsed column on a sandbank. And to the north, the column leads upwards. The roof has a painting of a large fish, like a pike, on a golden throne with a scepter across its knees. And there's a body of a slave, one of the naked one of the whip-scarred slaves of Gar Hassan lies in the center of the sand, face down. The top of his skull has been crushed in.
Is that a slave of the merchants?
Yes.
Does it look like something fell on him, or was he brained by a club or some other?
Looks like he was
object?
brained by a club. The scepter on the painting on the roof, now you can see, has blood painted on and gore painted on the edge.
Oh, okay.
So when these creatures come out of the mosaic, do they just appear in the room, or they just like
They sort of
seep out of the
animate up
mosaic?
off the walls, or
Yeah, they animate out of the walls.
Okay. So I probably having heard about this, maybe these guys aren't crazy. I'll step back a little bit and get an arrow ready.
One theory is that once they animate, they don't animate again. So if this slave's already been killed, then maybe by this mosaic, then maybe we're safe. But I'm just speculating here.
We are safe. That is always a gross overestimate.
Yeah, Narnell, you want to climb up there and check this out?
What dungeon master is going to disarm a trap with an NPC?
Right.
But there is some logical consistency in there.
Yeah.
You cannot deny. I think a die roll is going to decide that.
Okay.
If you want to be, I won't tell you what it is, but I would roll 50-50.
Yeah, and then this collapsed pillar, which sort of is kind of leading up. Can we see another?
It's leaning against a cracked column top.
It's leaning against a crack.
So another column this one fell over and knocked the top of it off.
No.
Okay.
So there is no way, like, of if you climb the fallen pillar, that the light wouldn't reach the mosaic if you're carrying a light source.
Oh, if we could shroud it some way, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Zola.
I think marking with mosaics is never a good idea.
Yeah, the one time I tried to mark over it with chalk, and that's when it activated once.
I think what.
So don't touch them.
Yeah, what I was hearing Zola saying is if we could prevent the light from actually hitting the mosaic.
Oh, I see. Right.
And like shroud the torch in some way. It'd probably work better with a lantern. But I'm trying to think right now how we could do that with just a torch.
Or we could
walk across in the dark.
We could switch to just like a single candle, enough like in.
Yeah, I have a candle. What about someone going with a candle?
Maybe if we move really quick. Or does anybody have cape or some kind of thing that we could make I don't know. Maybe
Gabriel,
we could.
Your character, since you're the floor, the mosaic floor underwater here, you can see that it is a cloudy sky mosaic. And it is abstracted rather than representational, and jagged forms of clouds are forming in it.
We could put a torch on the 10-foot pole in front of us to see what happens. Just kind of put it out there.
But I have my candle on the tip of my 6-foot pole. So we have to cross that cloudy mosaic floor before reaching the fallen.
No, the cloudy mosaic is in the water. When I say the floor, it's the submerged floor.
Oh, okay.
Your pillar is coming to a sandbank, and then there's another on the other side of the sandbank. There's a pillar down, but it's leaning up. So It could be the actual top of the cracked pillar.
And the top of that pillar reaches the mosaic on the roof. No,
Nope, it's
okay.
half.
Oh, halfway.
So it is still another at least 10 feet below the ceiling.
Oh,
We'll make these pillars 20 feet high.
okay. I'm gonna throw the candle and take off my hat and pour some wax on top of my hat and put the candle on the hat, just like a mining light,
Mhm.
Nice.
and crawl forward and start climbing the pillar really slowly.
Okay, and what type of character are you?
A thief.
Okay. Just as you get to the base of the pillar, crawling across, you see that there is a tripwire right across. Like if you were to walk up or crawl up that pillar, it's made out of thin silk.
Mm.
And let's see. It is weighted by leather bags on one end. You saw it because water was beating on it, and it was right at eye level while you were crawling on the floor. And the tripwire goes to it's buried in the sand, but it's a box that's got a crossbow on it with a big fat crossbow bolt.
Okay, I follow the tripwire towards the crossbow and try to remove the.
Yeah, it's easy. This is a permanent
Okay.
trap. You can easily dismantle the
Yeah.
triggering mechanism.
Okay, so it's actually a crossbow inside the box. That's
It's a crude crossbow,
Oh.
and it's got a big iron spike fashioned into making it like bigger than a crossbow. It's not a regular crossbow. It's a handmade primitive thing that would function like a crossbow. So you can't carry it around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I take the metal spike and the silk thread
Okay.
before going up the pillar.
Okay. Roll for surprise. 1 or 2 you're surprised on the D6.
Okay. A 2.
You are surprised as you're climbing up the pillar to the broken top. You guys down below, you hear, and it's not the thief, but you hear some. Sounds like the screaming of young women. Oh my God, Gabriel has come across young women and has made them scream. Roll for initiative, Gabriel, and if you have a Dex initiative bonus, you can add that.
No, I have a penalty.
Oh, you have a penalty. Okay. He rolled I got a 5.
Okay. Okay, roll a 6 minus 1.
So
It's also 5.
simultaneous. There are. Well, fortunate there's one of them. And you were surprised. This looks like a spider silk golem. About this big.
Okay.
So a Chucky-sized doll made of spider silk. And it's got the face of a young woman.
Yeah.
And it rolls to attack. And it throws out spider silk and tries to wrap it around your neck.
So are we all in initiative, or is it just Gabe?
No, this is the thief went on ahead. You guys are all watching. You see him disarm a trap, and he's climbing up the pillar. Where's my big bag of dice? That's ridiculous. Gentlemen, this is a good time for me to go grab a cup of coffee because I got to get my grab of dice to roll a d20.
Oh yeah.
And attack.
I'll be right back too.
So we'll be back in just a bit.
Okay.
Oh man.
So this basic fantasy uses ascending or descending AC.
Ascending.
Ascending.
So yeah,
you
base
start at
AC is
10,
like
Yeah,
11.
ascending. 11 is base AC.
11. So okay.
So you
I
basically
have
roll d20, add your attack rolls, and try to get over.
Yeah, you have to roll high.
Okay, so 11 is
Okay.
no armor.
Yeah. So you're at 10 with the
Yeah.
negative for the dex. So then with
Mhm.
armor, that's with the leather armor, that's 12, and a shield, that's 13.
Okay. Yeah, I have no armor.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I couldn't afford armor.
I rolled pretty good. I got 130. So I got armor,
Yeah,
I got a sword, I got a shield, I got a bunch of shit.
I got 110, but I didn't buy armor. I just bought like thiefy things.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the only thing though is my intelligence is like 5. That's my bad point.
Yeah.
But other than that, I rolled pretty decent. I have like my charisma is a +1, my and my dex is a +1. That's it.
Yeah, I got +2 on my con and my intelligence. Like I got dexterity 8 and wisdom 7, so I couldn't. There was no way to qualify for any class.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I rolled. I didn't even know what I would qualify for, so I just was like, yeah, I guess I'm playing the thief. I just forgot to put together a character last night. Yeah. No, it's cool though. That's the thing though, is like Jay wanted everybody to pretty much play thieves, but like he has all these other cool classes that you could play, and so it's like, I guess they're hard to qualify for. So if you do qualify for them, that's why you pick them. But you'll eventually wind up playing a thief.
I think the concept of the default adventuring class being a thief is kind of interesting and has kind of a classic feel to it, and that sort of all adventurers are rogues kind of way.
Yeah, especially with the D6 hit dice, that's very nice.
Yeah.
It's I feel like if it gets thiefy enough, we probably don't even have to leave Valatar. That would be cool though. Do like a thief campaign where we just go around and steal shit. It'd be awesome. It's like Jay's favorite thing to do in other people's games, so like why not?
What? Do what? Do what?
Oh, steal people's shit, because you almost knocked off the butcher in my town, in my game. You were planning on the guy that you sold animal with like monster parts to, Jay. You wanted to break into his house and steal the monster parts back.
There you go. Yeah. Even.
I was just saying, if we're all playing thieves, we might not even have to leave Valater.
That's true. Could Until you were forced to, right?
Yeah. On the end of a pipe.
Okay, Gabriel, what's your character's armor class?
Yeah, it's 10.
10.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
So I got to roll for a fumble on the monster.
He doesn't have armor, but he has luck.
The creature that is attacking you rolls a fumble. I gotta find out what kind of fumble it is. 99.
Wow.
Hell
I gotta
yeah.
roll 2 fumbles.
Thing's gonna kill itself.
It
Yeah.
is. It's gonna.
Drop all the treasure and die.
It's gonna fall over the pillar.
Okay, the first one is drop weapon. Weapon on ground. 1 round action to retrieve. So its silken bundles go. Silken tendrils go over its head and tangle themselves as you quickly duck your head down. And the other fumble, it's off balance.
Nice.
Okay, so I when I see it's kind of off balance, I'm gonna try to push it over.
Okay. You get a +4 to attack,
Sweet.
Okay,
plus any other attack bonuses you may have.
17.
Okay,
That's-
you knock it off the pedestal off balance and it falls into the water.
Nice.
You guys see him, looks like he knocked off a screaming bale of silk into the water in the darkness below.
Hey man, those things are expensive.
Yeah, but I think you also know when they get wet, they're worthless.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hope this is not the thing that the merchants
No.
were talking about.
It definitely wasn't. Yeah, the thing the merchants were talking about are like physical bales. Did you guys wind up getting those bales of silk last time? The ones that Mark went for?
Yeah, we did.
Sweet. We didn't all get murdered. That's good.
Yeah, a couple of us leveled. It was great.
Sweet.
It was great. I wish you could have been there for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
Well, I had to leave anyway. So we made it to the end.
let's see, how many bales are there here?
Oh shit.
There's 5 bales of mace maker silk. This is what the High Priest of Tlaloc was after. The bounty on those were 100 per handful.
Nice. I don't care about Tlaloc anymore, so I can do whatever I want.
Where
You're a thief.
Yeah.
so where are those veils?
What's the
They're up
question?
there on the pillar.
They're on the top of the pillar.
The bales, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There's a moon-crowned unicorn surrounded by a field of silver stars on the ceiling. Is your
Okay,
thief a man of the world or a shy country boy?
He's a Rom'Myr from the city.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna get my rope, my seal rope, and like start pulling those those veils down. so someone can get it. Hey, I found the I found the silk.
Nice. Just get down here, quick. Is there anything else up there? Don't come down unless you have more value.
So you're,
Yes.
are you tossing down the bales? I guess no. You'd have to carry them down. How are you
I
getting?
think he's
them down?
lowering them down.
I'm
with the
lowering
rope.
them with a rope.
Yeah, but you're like 30 feet away. Like you're just going to lower it down into the
like-
water. Like the pillar's at an angle like this, so you're trying to
Oh,
lower
shit.
it down.
Oh, so they are gonna. Oh, okay.
Since they're
I
just
guess it's not
handfuls,
that big of a deal. You can sit there and do this. I think you can even allow.
couldn't he just like what is it? They're only handfuls.
Toss them with the rope on them, I guess.
Couldn't he stuff them like into his tunic
these
and
bales
climb
are
down?
Go ahead, Pete. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, couldn't he just stuff him into like his tunic and climb down if he's if they're only handfuls?
Yeah, these are about this big.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make a bundle, and with all of them, like I tie them together with my rope and hang it across my and low and
Okay.
climb down.
And the whatever, like flowing liquid silk, the moon crown unicorn steps out of the ceiling mosaic and onto the top of the pillar, and it's stomping its feet on some silver coins that are on top of the pillar, and is looking at you as if it is going to charge you because it's snorting and stomping its hoofs.
Oh,
And can we see that? Or no?
I didn't hear
I
you, Carl.
I put my
Can we
hand
see?
into. Okay, go ahead, Carl.
I was asking if we could see what's going on up there, or we can't see anything yet.
Yeah, because he's just got a candle on his helmet.
Oh, okay.
There's at this point now you can see the silhouetted behind him or in front of him, since he's turned to face it, is a unicorn with a moon crown, stamping its hoofs, snorting.
So I'm gonna slowly put my hand into my pouch and get some coins and toss them towards the creature.
What coins?
Well, I only have three silver coins.
Okay. You toss those 3 silver coins and it goes back up in the ceiling.
How many coins are up there?
Return on my investment.
That's the question.
How many silver coins? I will roll randomly and tell you.
How about you maybe get us that silk before you nab those coins?
24.
I probably get more for the silk. It's not worth.
By far.
Okay.
The bounty on each one of those bales of silk.
I mean, I choose this god from Petty Gods. I'm gonna post it here in the chat. So I think I've done enough for the day, and I'm crawling back. To the
Using a
sandbank.
deity from Petty Gods gives you an automatic 250 experience points bonus.
Oh.
So give yourself, for using a god out of Petty Gods, you get 250 experience points.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. So did I hear you say that you were going back down to the sandbar?
Yeah.
Rejoin the party,
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel?
Yes.
Okay. So pulls out what did I say? 5 bales of mace silk?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said 7.
No, I didn't. I said
I heard 10.
5. And one of them's got a folder stuck in it.
Folder. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's check it out.
And you're like you said, you're going folder, and the jester is like, you noticed he's poking and prodding in the bales because they have been rewarded by finding things in the bales,
Mm-hmm.
like little Easter eggs.
I think we should bail and check what's in these, just because we could grab some armor or something like that for our thief here. Some better weapons.
Yeah, that was the idea. To get some coin.
Mace silk, the bounty the merchants were willing to pay on mace silk was 100 gold per bale. So there you got 500 gold pieces worth
It's
of
100
silk
each.
on you.
Maybe the merchants at the riverbank edge here up by the temple might have some goods on them that we could purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the merchants they brought to trade is foodstuffs.
Mm. So we'd have
So
to go
they're
back to
not carrying a
town.
lot of cash. They were kind of sidelined out of your deal with Montagnor of the Strangled because that guy had cash.
Mm-hmm.
And so
If,
they were sitting there fuming like, we're fucked, all I got is food.
Then the priest of Tlaloc was the one that was going to pay us as well.
Yeah.
Or specifically Mace Silk, right?
So
Yep.
I bummed armor off of one of Gar Hassan's slaves. It's possible, we did him a solid or brought him back something, then maybe if armor is what you're looking for, you might be able to secure some of that.
And
So,
each one of the merchants, Gar Hassan and Resmaduro de Toxin, are looking for some additional items. Gar Hassan is looking for these little valuable bonsai trees.
Yeah. Forgot about those.
And Resmaduro de Toxin, the Knotsman merchant, was fanatic about getting the lockets that were attached to his wax tiled golems.
You guys want to stage these bales in like a dry place?
Didn't we
Poke around
take
some more?
We took the lockets last time, didn't we?
No, they were just chains that would have held the locket, but there was no locket on it.
Oh.
He asked where was the locket that was attached to the end of the chain. And you're like, oh.
Darnell, I think the bales are small enough we can carry them with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are.
They're like smaller than a loaf of bread or a loaf of bread. Sorry.
okay, I can carry them.
The J is a risk of like us falling in water and ruining these if they're on
Yeah.
our persons, or that
Yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to avoid by
Oh, I see.
staging them. There was that area near the beginning.
Fall in the
last
water.
time.
You're all sure of foot.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, Jay. I'm inclined to not.
Because I think that was one of the ideas last time was there was like that dry. I don't know if it was the same place where the musical glass gems was, but there was like a dry place somewhere that we were going to use as kind of a staging
Where
area.
the
last
wax
time.
babies attacked us.
Good either way. I suppose there's probably risk in leaving them hanging out somewhere too, but
Mhm.
What is
Yes,
your
okay.
decision about the bales?
Why don't we all carry one? I mean, I think there are 5 of
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. 1 bale apiece. Where are you going to go now?
Were there any other exits off the top of that pillar, Zola?
Yes, the thief remembers that.
Well, describe them the unicorn and with the crescent moon, just to see if it rings a bell on anyone, and about the silver coins. I don't know if there were like
There was this silken rope leading down that if you climbed hand over hand would take you to take you to the base of that big, what is it? The big giant stone head laying face up in the water.
Near the tree where we had.
Well, the tree branch goes over the stone head.
Oh, interesting.
The stone head is actually where the silken rope goes and is attached to the pylon and the eyeball.
Right.
So that's to the southeast and goes to that head.
I follow that right? This is the other end of the rope we saw last time?
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to remember it based on, so between Aaron's map and my notes, there wasn't another path over by the tree other than this one, other than like the way we went back across the ship, right?
I think there was a fallen pillar past the ship by the tree that runs off to the southeast, but there's also that gap with the that jumpable gap near the Atlas pillar, just south of our current position. And I was thinking that maybe there would be some way for us to bridge that gap, but I'm not. Maybe we could salvage something from that rope bridge, or to get across the west. I don't know.
Either that, or Morthok was bragging about how agile he was.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I shared that in
Morthok could jump.
Yeah, I don't know
Carry
about
the rope
that.
across and jump.
Do you guys want to try to find that the waterfall so we could try to get behind and get those kids?
Yeah, I think we could try for that waterfall, and I think there's another northerly passage that's just off the entry chamber. We could go back to the entry chamber and then go northwest and then northeast, I believe, across a fallen pillar that leads out over the river.
So what is your decision?
I think, do you guys want to leave or do you guys want to delve deeper?
I think maybe we could try to find those kids north behind the waterfall.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to help with something more, I mean, that seems perhaps more time dependent than making runs to get more silk. So I'd say let's check that out.
I don't know. Screw those kids, man. I'm in here to make Dash. I didn't make no agreement with no Ohm.
Yeah.
It might pay.
Well, he just said he didn't really have anything.
He's got a loincloth and he's blind.
Yeah,
He could
so he's
probably
definitely got a lot
afford
of
fish.
table.
He's a straight up golem type creature.
What was that?
He's a straight up golem looking creature, like from Lord of the Rings.
The Oms.
Oh, I thought you meant the other kind of golem. I was gonna say it's like every non-human race is just a subdivision of golems.
Yes, exactly.
That'd be hilarious.
I think I would take
common household.
It's just a derogatory term for all non-humans. Like, oh, look at these fucking golems.
I think I would take the stance, like, I'm not, goody two shoes over here, but like, hey, they're kids. Also, we might get lucky and they might know something about, or seen something,
know their way around here.
About what happened here or what else is going on here. I think would be kind of the sales pitch I would make.
I suppose so. Local heartless man does not save children from burning building. Looking for fat loot
who
instead.
who is looking for those kids? What are the rumors that we hear in the city?
It's not in the city, just
No.
outside. There was a guy who's like these tribals who live inside the temple before all the mosaics started coming to life and everything. And during like the chaos, they got separated from these kids. These kids like ran off and they don't know where they are, these only kids, and they think they're still somewhere in here. And so we have to find them.
Okay. And what did they offer?
I don't know if they really offered anything, but they might have
Oh.
information and stuff, which was the reason that we were going to do it. And I was a paladin, so there was kind of a reason to sort of do it. But, I mean, it really wasn't like... Paladins aren't really paladins here. They're just like guys with swords who serve weird gods, twisted gods.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just like a cleric, your paladin can be whatever you want to make them.
Can we come back to the folder that we found in the bales of hay, or bales of silk?
Yeah, sure.
The folder is made out of some animal skin that you can't identify. And it seems to be a folder of fulfilled assassination contracts with finger bones attached as proof.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
Jeez.
And it's addressed to Grand Hero Tlaloc, City of the Spider Queen.
So do we have some blackmail material here?
There's, let's see how many fulfilled contracts there are. Three
fulfilled, and how many contracts are there?
Three. There's just 3 fulfilled assassination contracts, so there's 3 finger bones as well.
Yeah. Committing an agreement to assassinate the paper just seems like a poor business practice, really.
Well, you know, bureaucracy and all things.
Sure.
Yeah. No, the dying earth, if it has anything, is laden with bureaucracy. Layers and layers of formality.
Death taxes,
So,
and bureaucracy, man.
You damn well, if you want to collect on your assassination attempt, you better bring your finger bone of proof and written contract showing that you are entitled to bounty.
Okay.
And once you bring it in, the provenance on that probably needs to be researched for at least 3 months.
So they have to be delivered to who you said?
Grand Hero Tlaloc, City of the Spider Queen. I will type that one.
Yeah, thank you.
That sounds like an awful place.
Yeah, honestly, after we're done here, we should just go rob shit in Valater, because we're all thieves anyway.
Do we know where this city of the Spider Queen is?
No, you've never heard of Grand Hero Tlaloc. Okay, God, these weird words.
So, Jay, I think we're going back to the entry chamber.
Oh, okay. You guys are going to retrace your steps?
Yeah, and then I think that in the entry chamber there was a statue on the north west corner of the room, which led to a collapsed pillar that ran out northeast.
Yep.
And then I don't think we've been out that way yet, and we'd like to check. We'd like to check that.
If we're already going to go all the way back to the entry chamber, do we just want to take the silk back to the merchants real quick, pop out the door, and
Sure, let's do that. Make a quick exchange. Silk for
Okay.
coin and maybe some armor that we can purchase from the merchants for our less prepared thief.
When you start climbing down the dark and narrow path back down to the beach where the merchant camp is, you're not far down the path. Basically, when the waterfall is not so loud in your ears, you can hear that there's pandemonium down at the camp.
Pandemonium, like a
Pandemonium, a lot of yelling and shouting and screaming.
Let's sneak up.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
I could sneak
Someone
forward.
scout ahead.
How many thieves do we have? I'm a thief. I know. We have a couple.
Morthark and
I
Zola
think at first level,
Rangers can sneak also.
Sweet.
yeah, moving silently.
25.
Like
25.
Ranger sneaking up in the dark on a camp in Pandemonium can pretty much do it, no problem.
All right.
Okay. I'll go scout.
but
I'll go scout ahead. But
I want you to roll your whatever. Is it move silently or?
Yeah.
I want the Ranger to do that
okay.
Oh, just a ranger, right?
because he's up ahead.
Nope. Well, 97. So no.
Jesus.
Okay, I've got to. What do I got to do?
Yeah, I've done.
Got to roll. See if you're surprised.
I'm at the back of the party, just following, reading the assassination contracts.
What? I don't have. I need stats for an alligator. I'm trying to pull something from the regular BFC book.
There's a crocodile on page 66.
Oh, there is a crocodile. Sweet. I didn't go for crocodile. There it is. All right.
Sorry, Carl, just helping.
Yeah.
You are not surprised. Roll initiative against the crocodile. It seems that there is a swarm of crocodiles that come out in the evening attracted to all the corpses on the beach.
Okay.
Dead slaves and white apes. And that's
Wow.
what's causing pandemonium. And the ranger has stumbled upon one in the darkness. And its initiative is a 3.
And I get a 5.
What are you going to do? You have initiative.
I'm going to. Can you move and shoot in this game?
What we did the last in this type of situation, for example, the druid moved away from the water elemental with the snakes in it because he won initiative and that was his action. So yes, I think what you're doing, what you want to do is a fighting withdrawal, right? It will get.
Oh no! Actually, I wanted to.
And it'll get attack you, or you can do something else. Do a full movement.
Well, how far away is it?
That like you walked up on it.
Oh, okay.
It's in the dark, and it was going in the basically in the same direction you're going to the camp.
Okay. So I can't. My intention was to fall back and then shoot at it, but I guess you can't do that.
You can do that.
Okay.
Let's how to attack. Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. Rolled a 20 total, not a natural 20, 17 plus 3. I have plus 2 on the bow and plus 1 for first level.
Well, that's a hit.
Okay. And 3 points of damage.
Okay. Let's roll this thing's hit points.
And I guess I'm calling back over my shoulder. Crocs in the water. To the party.
Check if they're crocs or alligators.
You kill it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yep.
Leather armor.
It rolled 3 hit points.
Fancy
Leather
shoes.
armor for you, Steve.
It hits and you stuck it right through the head, right through the mouth.
Oh, wow.
Quick and easy, like.
Well, okay. But I guess they're like swarming in the camp, right? So we should
Yes.
move down there and save these merchants from their stupidity. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's head for the camp, Jay.
Okay. We head to the camp. I got another arrow knocked and ready.
Okay. Chichi Kasapan is has his 2 white apes carrying the corpse of one of the white apes. There's several crocodiles chewing on slave corpses, and there's 2 other crocodiles circling around the corpses, and the only merchant you can see is Chichi Kasapan urging his white apes to pull the body into the jungle.
What's
trail away from the river?
What's the ballpark on how many crocs there are?
5.
5. We could take them.
I mean, do we need to just let them? What are they going to do with these slave bodies? Might as well let the crocs eat.
Yeah.
Rock's gonna walk down towards the beach, and calling out to the fleeing merchant with the white apes, hold, and trying to drive these crocodiles away with, druidic gestures, calming and befriending these crocodiles.
Okay. You got to make a roll on that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Is it 2d6 or?
It's a D20. There's a chart in the book. I've just got it noted here. Let me see how I do on the roll. I threw a 12. That'll affect a 1 hit die monster.
These are 2 hit die monsters.
Yeah. Now I'm in trouble, guys. It's made a choice for you.
Yeah.
And now I start trying to ward them off with my quarterstaff. Whack, whack.
Yeah.
Whack,
Well,
you foul beasts.
There's 3 eating, so the 2. Yeah, I guess the 2 are attracted to you.
Sure.
So I think we all need to roll initiative now. I'll roll for the crocs.
Do you have like one person roll for the party, or do you?
No, it's individual.
Individual.
D6. Oh. Individual D6.
All right, I got a 5.
Okay. Is it the 5s that get to go first?
Okay. All right.
I'm going to make a fighting withdrawal towards the merchant with the white apes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a shot at one of those crocodiles that's coming at the druid.
Okay, roll to hit.
17.
Okay, roll damage.
6 points of damage. Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I guess technically 4 because I have a +1 to Dex. So.
You did 6 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
Not dead. Okay, but it's got an arrow sticking in it. Doink. So it's the Crocs and the other thief. Thief, you may go first.
I have a +1 to Dex, so I think I
Okay.
go first. I rolled a 1. Oh no! But I'm doing a sling. So let's see.
Okay. Roll a d20 for your fumble.
I got a 1.
That's not good.
Oh yeah.
You rolled two ones in a row?
Yeah, you have to roll twice on the table.
You have to, you got to roll twice. Roll percentile dice twice. Tell me what you get.
I got a 10. And a 54.
Okay. You slip on the wet rocks near the river, fall prone, and your sling's all tangled up.
What does this mean when it says like half weapon damage to target? Does that mean like
Half weapon damage. To roll the damage and half to the target.
Huh.
You only do half damage.
Oh, so I actually do damage for missing?
You can.
It's pretty sweet.
You also do half damage to yourself. That's on the
Wow.
chart. And then when I get bored of this
alright.
chart, I'll go to another
Yeah,
one.
so that's just 2 damage to one of them.
No, you rolled a 1.
Hmm?
Oh, half weapon damage, but lose next action.
Yeah.
No, you got weapon tangled. Did I say weapon twists? You said weapon it's.
Well, it was 10. I got a 10.
Oh, half weapon damage, but lose next action.
Yeah.
No, that's damage to you.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
So I sling myself for 2
Rock
damage.
in the eye. Ow.
You're like twirling it around, and then you like bam.
Yeah, because you slipped on you bad footing.
Yeah.
It was clusterfuck. Crocs. The Crocs are, what's their movement? You guys' movement is 40. Okay, the one you stuck with the arrow is coming towards you, Ranger. Druid, you are being attacked.
AC 13.
9, miss. It's Snapping Jaws miss. Okay, next round of initiative.
I didn't go. I didn't go.
What's your initiative?
Me neither.
Yeah.
Jay. Yeah, should that be half weapon damage on my next turn or something? Because it says full damage to self on other rolls on the table.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Gabriel, you want to go?
Okay.
We tied.
I take my sling out of my cloak pocket and grab a stone from the floor, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Natural 20.
Okay, automatic
Wait.
hit. Roll damage.
And it's D4.
Max damage for nat 20.
Nope, I don't have that as a rule.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was just looking at the
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Rom'Myr.
I did make it as a rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Point number 4 on
Mhm.
page 3.
Okay, max damage.
4. The croc with the arrow sticking out of it.
Yep, it's dead.
Nice.
Okay.
Jester.
So let's see. The other one is engaged with Rark,
druid.
right? I don't want to risk throwing and missing. I will run up and swing.
Okay.
That's 18 to hit.
Roll damage.
Short sword. 1 damage.
Now we can roll initiative for another round of combat. I got a 6.
I'm just gonna put a dash for my skip.
75, it's not 25.
Okay. The croc is going to attack the druid. 8. Miss. The thief, Gabriel. Your
Okay.
initiative.
Okay, so how many crocs are attacking the druid? 1?
1.
Is there any fire into melee or rule or?
Yeah, if you miss, there is a chance it hits them. So let's see.
Okay,
Basically-
I'll
ahead.
pick a croc that's like hanging around, not attacking anyone.
The other ones that are hanging around are eating.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of tied up.
no, not gonna bother those. Okay, throwing a stone at the one with a druid. 7. Oh, I guess that's a miss.
That is a miss. That's bad enough. I guess I got to look.
So by the book, Jay, it looks like you choose who could be hit and you roll attack rolls against the other party members. Page 47.
Yeah, so I guess it's the jester and the druid are also in melee.
Oh, okay. So who's in the line of fire? You, right?
Yeah, it's me
Narnell
and
and Rack.
Rark. Yeah.
Rark.
Narnell, I get a 16,
That's a hit.
and it's 1d4 damage.
Yep.
Oh,
So you take 4 points of damage.
Jesus. All right.
okay. I hide in shadows.
Yeah.
All
I mean-
right, I point at the other thief. It was him.
He stays here. Hey, I have a higher dex. I'm lankier. I don't taste good. I'm really stringy.
Okay. The rest of the party may make their attacks.
I'm gonna attack
Okay.
the crocodile.
I'm gonna wait and see how this works out.
I have 19. I think that's damage for a quarter
I
staff.
guess I knocked myself out because I'm prone for a whole round. I don't get to do anything.
7 points.
In Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I hit
What
the
was the
crocodile
damage?
for 7 points.
7 points. Okay. It's still alive. Next.
Okay, I'll take a.
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, 6 points.
Go ahead, man. You're fine.
No, go ahead. You're in melee, so go ahead.
It was a 7 to hit. I missed.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try to. I've been doing well, so I'm gonna try to shoot it.
Yep.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
whoa.
I rolled a
All right,
19.
I mean, hey.
I got 16 plus
fine.
3. I have a +2 to. I have a +2 with the bow. I mean,
Okay. All right. I'm
19.
not a fan of this shooting
Roll
in the melee thing,
damage.
but
2 points of damage.
Still alive.
Yeah.
Is there anyone left to attack, or are we rolling initiative again?
I think that's it.
Okay. We got one pissed off crocodile,
Yeah.
but it gets a 1. It's bleeding out.
Oh.
I also get a 1.
Okay.
6.
The jester and the thief. The joker and the thief.
I'm gonna stand up.
Oh, along the watchtower.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
joker rolled really good.
17 to hit.
Nice.
Roll damage.
3.
I have to roll to
Okay,
stand
it's dead.
up.
You finally have killed the crocodile.
Oh, gosh.
I figure let the other ones eat.
Yep,
Maybe
they're just
they'll.
marching placidly away, enjoying fresh slave.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I guess we can. I mean, does crocodile make good eats? Is there a leather worker in Valatar that can make crocodile boots or
Yeah,
crocodile armor? Huh?
skinning these be
yeah,
a
yeah,
wise
you know
move.
how to skin a crocodile.
Yeah. Let's make
Swing
our
it.
own, fashion our own leather armor.
Oh yeah. Maybe
I
we
don't know
can
if you guys are gonna be fashioning leather armor.
desecrate the crocodiles outside of the area where the other crocodiles are.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I mean, we could.
drag it off.
I mean, most of these things are probably we can like gut them and put the offal near the other crocodiles. I'm sure they'll eat. They'll eat the
Yep.
offal. You know,
Yep.
these animals eat each other. So says a ranger knowingly. I don't know. Maybe that's not true.
Yeah.
He pretends to know. Right, Druid?
It all sounds good.
It's all plausible.
Yeah, the druid really likes animals.
Okay. We can make like Crocs, like fashion a shoe line made out of these.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll walk over to Zola and be like, "Come on, man!" Like point to the bruise on my noggin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
It's cracked and bleeding. Big mat of blood in your hair.
Man, I'm glad I gained that hit dice last session.
Yeah. Could have been it. Could have been curtains.
All right. So do we want to go in the area where the merchant was dragging the crux?
Yep.
Yeah, there was one merchant that was fleeing with the white apes. We might be able to
Yeah.
catch up with him before he.
Yeah, he's just up the trail a ways.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be safe to set up camp on the river at night. And the other two merchants are there.
The other two merchants are down on the beach still, or they're with the,
No, they're with the other merchant.
Gotcha.
They all just basically fled the camp when the Crocs landed on the beach to eat the corpses. And it became a shit show when Datoxin sent his apes to go and grab one of his white ape corpses.
Yep.
And that riled them all up, and they became a swirling melee where the merchants just grabbed their goods or what they could and fled from the beach and just went up to higher ground.
What couldn't they grab that's on lower ground?
Hmm?
I said, what couldn't they grab that's still on low ground?
Foodstuffs, the stuff they came to trade with.
Okay.
That's all stocked up there. Stacked up on the beach or just off the beach.
Do they want? Are they remaking a camp and?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And they are definitely leaving in the morning.
Okay.
Well, we could go with them in the morning and head into town and get some armor for the thief, and then come back here if we wanted to.
Is what's his name? The guy who wants the kids.
Orm.
Yeah. What about the
Olm,
children?
is he here?
No.
Olm is not here.
Mm-hmm.
Have the merchant seen him?
Yeah, he told them that they shouldn't camp on the river, but they didn't listen to him.
I don't know. It'll be
He went into the woods with his children for the night. Good riddance. He's a creepy little dude.
All right. I mean, the figuring out what happened to the kids is time dependent if we're going to care about, or feels time dependent if
Right.
we care about that.
Well, I can try to look around for, just describe for me his footprints, and I can look around for Olm. I can roll a tracking.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need to
Find
find him.
him.
Just is he around in case we found the kids? Is all I was fishing for, I guess.
Right.
The merchant just he said that it's not safe to camp by the river.
All right.
And they told him to go get lost.
I mean, I'm open to resting and going to town and gearing up and coming back if you guys want to. Otherwise, taking a stab at trying to find out where the children are. I'm open to that too. What do you guys think?
Well, I guess how far is town? I mean, how many?
Day and a half.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a 3 day. Yeah, they'll be. I feel like if we want to rescue these children, we have to stay here.
Okay,
Or,
we can
you know,
make camp.
we can rest, and then go try it
Go
out
back in the morning.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna
Do
get
the merchants have like leather armor for sale or something, or no?
No, you got what leather armor they had already. The jester.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I am-
I'm usually staying in the back anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm asking the merchant if they know about this city of spiders. If they haven't heard about it.
No.
Do we want to try to exchange the silk here, or just so it's less of a risk of getting wet if we go back in the morning?
I think we should go back to Valater because that priest was looking for the Mace Silk. Because then we could find other shit to pilfer while we're in Valater as well.
Who's gonna pay more for the silk, the merchants or the priest?
The priest, because the merchants didn't have any money or anything.
Yeah, the merchants came up with food stock and foodstuffs to trade with the strangled for silk.
Okay.
And it's the strangled that use Stone Sky River Place as a depot to stash their trade goods, their silk. And the Ohm are the caretakers. So the merchants up here on the side of the mountain, all they have to trade for is, large quantities of grains.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that is-
So let's hold on to the silk until we get back to town, I guess. So rest.
Okay. So natural healing.
1 hit point.
Yay! What's your constitution bonus?
Oh crap! It's -1. Does that count?
You just need 7 hours of sleep to get that 1 hit point.
Oh.
And a person with 18 constitution only needs 3 hours of sleep per night to get that 1 hit point.
Got it. I actually think I was down 1 from that 1 spear when I got the hit dice. And this is the first rest since even that 1st encounter, right? Right, Jay?
Yep.
So, okay. All right. Alrighty.
It is dawn of a brand new day. The merchants pack up their shit and leave.
All right. I guess we head back to the ruin.
I'm sorry, which way are you guys going? To town or dungeon?
Dungeon.
Dungeon.
I vote dungeon.
Oh, I thought we were going back to Valater because we could. I mean, if we go back to Valater, we could probably make a good
That's
amount.
3 days. That means these kids
Day and a
are
half.
be dead.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I mean, they're fucking kids though. Who cares? They're weird. What are they gonna do? Tell their parents?
I mean, good God.
Wow. Can we like knock out this thief and feed him to the crocodiles?
Yeah, I mean, I think again, my spin on it would be with this.
Yeah, no,
might
that's
allow
fine.
us
We
to
could
back
go
to
after
town
him.
with more.
I'm with the
I would
jester.
agree.
Yeah,
I would
that's
agree
all
with
right.
the thief.
We do that.
I would agree with the thief if the city wasn't too far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But there might be more loot too. It's not just the kids, right? The kids are a medium to continue exploring, and they might know
maybe-
more about what's happening here.
Maybe they collected all the treasure.
Yeah, I'm sure
Already for us.
their pockets are just filled with silk. All right, dungeon.
Dungeon. Okay. Back at room 1, the rock promontory, you can either go northwest or north.
Northwest.
Northwest, a bunch of fallen sculptures, roof rubble, and river boulders jammed together, making a 50 by 60 floor above the water. To the northeast is a bridge rope. And a jammed fallen buttress passes overhead. The northeast bridge, rope bridge, goes to the column carved in the form of a tree.
Does it look sturdy, the rope bridge?
Yeah, those are, you think, were made by the Olms.
Looking at the floor, this makeshift statue floor, is there anything on it, or is it just kind of rubble from the statues that have fallen that make the landing?
I'm sorry, say that question again. I was reading.
Yeah, just this landing that is made up of the statues that have fallen and such. Is there anything on the ground, or is it just kind of rubble?
There's crushed bodies of 2 slaves.
Crushed. I look up above where the crushed bodies are.
Yeah, they're crushed. They're under. They look like they were crushed by falling mosaic from the ceiling, and up in the ceiling, it's a mosaic of migrating ducks across the blue summery sky. And then there's blank spaces in the ceiling where some of the ducks would have been, and those pieces are on the crushed slaves. And they have 2 big bales of silk on them, and there's 2 others laying about.
Oh wow!
These are the cheapest ones.
How far away from us they are?
The cheapest and the biggest. Whip silk, which is worth bounty back to the high priest 10 gold pieces per bale.
Not very much.
While we're standing kind of on the edge here, maybe let's grab is there like a loose stone nearby or something just to kind of toss out onto the ground underneath one of the blocks that has not fallen?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I mean, I have a grappling hook. We can like swing it and try to fish the silk bales if you want.
Would we have to cross this area to get to that rope bridge that goes to the northeast?
Yes.
Or is that on the perimeter?
Okay.
On
that location to go northeast and northwest. I kind of.
Yep.
I don't know if I may have given some contrary descriptions, but from this new location, you can either go northeast or northwest. Okay. Northeast goes underneath that flying buttress, and northwest goes to the tree that you climbed, the stone tree.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was a good idea. Gabriel Zola wants to try to nab the silk. It almost feels like that was a trigger sometimes too of some of the mosaic stuff happening. So
Okay, let's give it a try.
Yeah, I have a grappling hook we get attached to like a pole or something, and we can try to yank it.
And these big bales are wrapped to be protected from the water.
How far away from us they are?
30 feet.
Okay.
So is the idea to throw the rope with grappling hook out and hook the bales and haul them back towards us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could do that. The only thing I'm going to roll is for a random encounter. If you take the time to do this, I don't see any reason why you can't.
Yeah, it sounds like we're taking that time.
Okay.
Fire up another torch.
Yeah, burn up a torch.
Mm-hmm.
You guys having too many goods and resources. Get rid of a torch. Okay.
So from here we can go northwest back to the tree that had the face with the pole and the rope that leads to other locations, or we can also go to the northeast, right?
That is correct.
But to go northeast, we have to cross under these, what we suspect are falling blocks that have crushed the slaves, and we don't want them to crush us.
No, the crushed slaves are on the location space.
Oh, where we are. Would we have to cross through those? I guess what I'm saying is there danger of the blocks falling on us as we go off to the northeast, or can we kind of sort of just skirt the area and go to the northeast?
What crushed the slaves were mosaics of ducks.
Okay, so can we look up or go around the edge of this room to not be under any ducks?
Nope.
That would be too easy.
But you got 5 bales of.
Well, I'm going to try throwing my torch
on that location. You've been just fishing bales off while we're doing this, right? That's what I've been taking. You're looking over the roof rubble and river boulders jammed together, pulling off the bales.
And how many? I think there are 4 whip bales. How many bales of silk did we fish out of this space? 4, 5?
I'm going to go with 4.
Okay.
Let's go with 4. And there were the bounty to the High Priest on those is 10 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try throwing my torch, my lit torch, at the ceiling where at those ducks, seeing if I can't trigger the mosaic, and if that doesn't, well, we'll see what happens after I throw my torch.
Yeah, roll the hit. Just roll me a
Sure.
D20.
10.
You hit the ceiling. And the torch lands. Where does the torch land? The torch doesn't land in the water. It lands on the platform. So it's still going.
I'm going to step out there and try to and retrieve my torch and try to just find a safe passage to the northeast.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on the ceiling as he moves in. And see if anything moves. If any block moves, any duck.
Watch out.
And just give him the moral support that he needs.
Yeah.
At least so he won't be surprised, right?
Right.
Yeah. Make a surprise check because there's enough eyes on site. But nothing seems to fall out of this ceiling onto him.
Huh. Okay. I guess we're going to be brave and trace the same path that the druid did to move across the space.
Okay. This goes
did that
on
path? Sorry, I was going to say, did that path go close enough to the slaves that were crushed to where did they have anything else on them?
No.
Okay.
They're semi-naked, and they were carrying bales of silk, and then they were crushed.
Got it.
and their suffering was over.
Okay.
Okay, the rope bridge goes to a column wrapped with ropes. The ropes are wrapped in a spiral pattern up the entire length of the column. Halfway up to the north is another rope bridge going up into the darkness. And that's it. No, in the rope wrapped column, there is a slave stuck in the ropes, but he is dead.
That's bizarre.
Like he's been strangled, and he's got fragments of silk in his hands.
Any mosaics on surrounding walls or ceiling near this column?
I can't. Your lights aren't strong enough to reveal what's there.
Okay.
You'll have to get up. You'll have to climb up the rope wrap column to get closer to the ceiling to see.
Well, the thief was pretty good about climbing columns the other day. Zoloff, or
did you say Zoloff?
Zola.
Isn't
The
that
happiest
name?
for your toe fungus or something? I don't know.
Oh, is that what his name is? Gabriel?
Zola.
Zoloff?
Zola. He's not a medication. He's a voluntary thief.
He's the man.
He's got a terrible reputation. Bad man.
So what, do you want me to climb up there? I probably end up entangled like that poor slave.
Well, maybe if you had luck yesterday, and luck is fickle, maybe we should have, and then the other thief had bad luck yesterday, slipping and falling, maybe that thief should try
If
to
he's dead up there and has, actually, yeah. How far is this slave away?
The slave is right at where the rope bridge attaches to the rope wrap column. And it looks like he was climbing down. And now something attacked him and strangled. And let's say his corpse is hanging upside down, like his ankle or leg got stuck in the ropes.
Shit.
Is there any traces of silk or like web, like the
He's
thing
got
that
strands of silk in his hands.
Does it look like the expensive one, or does it look like Misty?
You can't tell.
All right.
I wonder if there are more that the creature attacked me.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And the only thing off of this rope wrap pillar is a rope bridge going north.
Perhaps we should go north then.
To go north, do we have to pass near this?
Yeah, the corpse is right at the junction of the rope bridge and the rope wrap column. And then you would climb the spiral wrap ropes around to the north side of the column, and then get on the rope bridge there and move north. But yeah, you got to go by the corpse.
Well, who wants to lead the way here? I led the way through the last chamber. I'm happy to do it again this time, but somebody else want to risk, or?
Do we got to climb the column or just go by the column?
We kind of go up around the back side of the column to the rope bridge.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
take a lead on that.
I will.
Okay.
I'll lead the party.
Going around
With
the column.
lots of moral support from Zola, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So you guys are at the end of the bridge. You can see the ceiling from here, 10 feet above you. And there's 3 saints circled around the top of the column, and they're looking down with ruined faces. And there's a small painted terrier dog in the painting that is peeking its head. It's animate and peeking its head out behind the 3 saints, like it moves around.
Mhm.
So we're closer to the dude that's hanging now?
Yeah, and it's got snake bites and it's been strangled to death and has bite marks.
So the stuff in his hands, can we see?
Silk, strands of silk.
Does it look like the does it look like the
Good stuff.
misty one?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that one's real expensive. That one was
1,000.
yeah, 1,000.
If it the cradle silk. Wind cradle silk.
Is the slave tied to the column, or is he just like embedded in it some way? Or
His leg is stuck in the ropes that wrap the column,
okay,
as if he was struggling and got stuck.
Could we grab him with like a grappling hook, his body, and pull him up? Or
Yeah.
all right, let's try to do that. Maybe the snakes are like in him though, so we should probably be careful.
So you hook the body on the end of your grapple,
Mm-hmm.
and it plucks out of the tangle of ropes around its leg, and then swings down towards the water as it gives way. And then one of those water undine baboons with snakes leaps up and grabs it and pulls it under.
Ooh.
And so you still have your grapple and rope, but
Alright.
whatever's in the water pulled that body off of it. When
Yeah, he was
floating.
baiting us with that. Damn.
Is it clear that the rest of the rope is flush wrapped around the column, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yep, it was purposely wrapped around the column to provide the ability to climb it and to get from one rope bridge to the other. And go all the way down to the water if you wanted, or all the way up to the ceiling if you wanted.
Okay. So there are 3 kinds of silk.
There are more than that. I will
Oh,
tell you how many kinds of silk.
Yeah,
there
there's
are.
like 5 or 6.
I can,
okay.
gotta paste my notes in the chat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whip
Okay,
silk
yeah.
is
Yes.
in big bales, like the size of hay bales, and the bounty on them is 10 gold pieces. Storm silk, roughly the same size, 25 gold pieces per bale. Chain silk comes in those big bales as well, and that's 50. And then clipper,
Nice.
mace, and wind cradle all come in those small bales, and respectively they're worth 50, 100, and 1,000 bounty.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Stu.
Yeah. The note about same as Paladin Bro guy those are the ones that the priest thing wanted from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, the mace.
And so the only way off in this rope pillar is going north.
Well, let's head for the north then.
Okay. This rope walk goes to the flattened top of a column that's been broken in half. It's tied around it. The carved pillar has images of common beasts. And getting, when you can start seeing the top of the column as you're walking up the rope bridge, your lights shine on a herd of pig statues with their legs broken off. And when your light goes over them, they try to stand up and move around and start squealing.
But they can't move there because their legs are broken.
Well, their legs are broken. They can move. They can sometimes get up on their stubs and then fall back over. But they're not very mobile. But let's see how many are on top here.
Okay.
And that'll tell you how easy it is to walk around them.
Right.
There's only 3 of them.
We should be able to avoid those pretty easily at the top of this pillar and see what else there is to see. If any of them come close, I'll just sort of push them away with my staff, with my quarterstaff.
Right. Yeah, I guess if they aggressively try to come towards us, I'll take a shot at one of them.
They're made out of stone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Are they like animated? Are they like the mosaics, the animated mosaic type of thing, or is it something new?
Stone carvings that are
okay, something new.
They're physical stone statues.
So we'll get up to the top of the, or Ark, or get up to the top of the pillar there, and pushing these piglets away if they get too close, and see what else there is to see at the top of the pillar. Look for other exits. Searching around the top of that pillar area.
There is, to the north, there is a rope above you that you would have to hand climb. You can do it this way with your legs, but going north to another broken column topped, ringed with snarling wolf heads.
Snarling wolf heads.
So if you got to the top of this where the pigs are, you would have to jump up to a rope above your head running horizontal, and it goes to and brings you above a broken column top ring with snarling wolf heads.
Maybe we should bring the piglets so we can give them to the wolves just in case.
How big are the pig statues? Little piglets, or?
Yeah, they're piglet size, but they're full-grown pigs.
That's an interesting idea as an offering. I'm not a very good climber. I don't have any climb skills or anything like that for this handing over hand with this hanging rope. Is anybody else willing to get over there to the north side and see what's going on? Or
if you get one of the pigs, I can try to go the other side and see what happens. I'm not very eager, but
I'll say Narnell's a pretty good climber, and I think
I'm gonna point back at Zola and be like, but I feel like you owe me one, and I point to my head.
And then there's also Morthak, so I mean we're flush with thieves, flush with climbers.
I can climb.
Yeah, we haven't seen his abilities so far. I mean,
oh yeah, I can volunteer to clatter against the dirt.
Do you want to take one of these piglets with you? Solo was thinking it might be worth offering to the snarling wolf heads if needed.
Yeah, drop it on the thing first.
I feel like interacting with the paintings never went well, so I don't think we should do that.
You're scarred. You've got PTSD.
There's never been a positive. Well, no, there's just never been a positive experience. I mean, like the
Well,
only
we did say this is
it's only been
something else.
neutral. It's been neutral at best.
Yeah, the
is what
pigs
I'm
are
saying.
something. The pigs are something new.
Remember the unicorn?
Partially
He did-
negative, yes.
I mean, with the
It didn't
offering,
kill
he
anyone.
didn't kill me. So something like that might happen with the wolves.
Yeah,
If you
maybe. All right.
I rather risk it rather than to face the wolves.
Right.
Yeah, you'd rather risk it on me,
Just
sure.
try it.
All right, yeah, no problem. I'll take one of the piglets up to feed.
You're
to the
taking one of
wolf.
the stone piglets?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't have legs, but it rides like a piglet in your arms. Squealing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stuff it into like a
Hey.
pack or like a bag or something. Well,
Okay.
climbing.
Okay. And then you're going to climb hand over hand
Yeah.
along the rope. So make a climb walls check.
80, perfect. I
Oh.
got it. Mine's 81.
Wow.
81 because I have Dex +1.
Wow.
So yeah, that stone's heavy. You're getting really tired near the end, but the ring of stone wolf heads snap and gnaw at you as you pass overhead.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna toss the pig to them.
Okay. I guess you drop it and try to get it near the edge of the pillar
Yeah.
because they ring it.
Mm.
So they're all trying to bend their heads up over onto the top of the pillar to get to that stone pig, but they're all eyes are on that.
Nice.
So is that okay? So is that the way to continue in this dungeon? We have to go that way, climb up there, or no? Everyone has to do that.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a right road.
Is
Well, there's also that western passage by where we found the.
does Morthok see like another exit off that pillar of the wolf heads?
Yeah, he sees rings attached to the ceiling in a row, 2 feet apart. They're corroded and black, making them really hard to see. Unless you're really up close to them. And that goes north. And it goes to another crack column.
So you have to like go to one ring to another, like.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the Ninja Warrior dungeon.
Nice. Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Isn't that? What do you guys think? Is there maybe another path that isn't as precarious, or?
No, but probably not as precarious. I mean, I don't know. There's probably about an equal amount of precariousness.
So below these rings is just the water.
Yep.
Well, because the other paths are probably either like instead of falling to the water, it's like get mauled by a pack of bears and then fall in the water. So it's just like it's just a couple extra steps to getting killed anyway.
Okay, well, I guess do you have rope? Does your character have rope so you can
Yeah.
lower it down? We can start making our way up this pillar.
Yeah, I'm going to.
No, to get out to him, you guys are going to have to do the same thing he did. Just climb hand over hand.
Let's do the things. I have a rope, so I tie it to myself like a safety line. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can retrieve it and use it the same way.
I was thinking we can make like a rope bridge, like a Navy SEAL like rope bridge, where you just like crawl across 2
with
ropes.
three ropes.
Yeah, the 3 ropes.
I
We're
have
thinking
rope.
like
I have rope, and Zola has rope, so that's 2. Do we have a third rope?
I have.
Yeah,
I have
the
a
one
grip
that's
on the grappling hook,
already.
and I'm on the
Oh,
other
that's the
side.
one that's already there. Yeah. Can we fashion that sort of Navy SEAL rope bridge that the guys were suggesting?
I think I could just throw the one over while you guys go hand over hand,
hmm
and you could like have your feet on the one rope. To
Oh yeah,
have
like
ability. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that. I'm just going to roll for a random encounter check while you set this whole thing up.
Okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You got your little rope bridge.
Okay.
All right. What do we gotta?
Keep the stone pig on the broken pillar above where the snarling wolf heads are. They won't bother you.
Okay.
Sweet.
You actually move by them as they're like twisting their head up and trying to get to the pig.
Okay.
And so on top of this, the roof here has a mosaic of a leviathan. Like a kraken.
Sorry, so this is prior to the rings.
Prior to the rings, you're looking at
Yeah.
the rings to the north.
Yeah.
There's also an oak cask on top of this.
Go for the cask. Forget me. Get it. You get me later.
So, well, this is where you are, thief.
Oh, where I am?
Yeah, you notice that there's an oak cask. The people the rest of your party are coming over towards you with the fashion rope bridge, and there's a great image of a leviathan on the roof, and there's a cask.
And there's no other path out, or
There's the rings in the ceiling that you would have to use to go continue north.
pretty cool. I think we should continue north, and then we could. What is it? We can continue north, and then we can come back, grab the cask, and then go back across. But I don't know how we would do that. I just think if we fuck with that cask, we're gonna get Leviathan.
Oh,
There's one
I'm
of 2
sorry,
ways.
there's some bales here.
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
There is 5 bales of
That's where the cask is.
oh,
5 bales of clipper silk. These are the small ones, but only worth 50 per handful.
Yeah.
Tough, noted for its ability to survive long journeys. Not well respected, a bit of a bourgeois, upward mobile, low rent social climber silk.
so bougie.
That's all
that
Patrick Stewart
Clipper
right
silk.
there. Those are his words. So these are easily stuffed away.
I guess we. So we have to get to the platform where the Leviathan is, and then cross on the rings. Right?
There's also a nice pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes
Mm-hmm.
near the cask.
Yep. They're designer.
Like platforms, or with
I
the
think we should
curly
leave.
toes.
Yeah.
All the priests are wearing them.
I think we should leave these here for now, and we should go north, and then we can come back and grab this stuff.
Okay.
And how many bales of chain silk
5.
was there, or whatever, or clipper?
Clipper 5.
5 of them.
And those are the smaller ones that we could just stow away. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
do you really think we should leave them?
No, I think we should take the silk bales, but we should leave. I think the suggestion from
The cask and
Ortho
the
is,
shoes.
leave the cask and the shoes alone
Yeah.
Okay.
and travel north with the rings. Are they small rings or big rings like monkey bar rings, or what are we talking about here? Pretty small.
Big.
Olympic rings.
Do you want to go for some plan such as we tie a rope around whoever's going to go up first, have them try to cross,
Yeah, make sure.
get to the other side, and then they use that rope to secure the next person, or something similar.
Yeah.
Trying to think how that would be sustainable for everybody without losing the rope.
We can, the rope is gonna be there. I mean, probably use a steel spike, hammer it and tie it, and then. I mean, then after we all cross, we are not gonna retrieve unless the last person that crosses ties the rope. You know.
Yeah.
That's the only.
So I guess thieves, like a thief across first, and then the thief at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Good dog.
Okay. If I cross last one, the previous, I roll a 61 on the climb, so I probably retrieve the rope. That's okay, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're going across to the next column along the rings.
No, I mean when we cross from towards from the peaks to the wolves, I cross last and tie the rope. We retrieve it, so we can do that. The first one that crosses the rings, and I go last and
Yep, got it.
Okay.
So who's going across the rings?
Who's going across the rings now? Yeah.
I could go across the rings again.
Okay, make your climb walls check.
So before you do that, we're going to tie something to you.
Yeah.
And hold on to it as you go
61.
up.
Okay.
Yes.
As you're getting closer to the top of the cracked column, the next one in the same sequence, you can see numerous crates and bales are on top of this broken column surface. The roof is black, like a dark abyssal mist, but it's painted black, and it seems to be moving like water.
Oh.
You can see the broken column surface is rippled crudely with carved fish. Images of carved fish in the floor. It looks like as if they were crudely carved, cut by blind hands. It's like if someone was blind trying to carve an image of fish in the top of the column.
So it seems like Ohm might have been here. So there's any other exits from this room? Like there's no other.
The corroded black rings continue north.
All right. I'm gonna call out to see if there are any Ohm around.
No answer.
All right.
I'm going to roll a random encounter check for that.
Shit.
See if anything comes. See if anything answers your call.
Answer the call.
Nope. So you're hanging there. You keep on hanging. Pretty soon I'm going to make you make a strength check.
Oh, hanging?
Well, you're on the rings approaching.
I thought I was continuing. I thought I got to like a little platform or something.
There is, but you're hanging above it. I was just telling you what you saw. You can, and that was the floor carved with fish. The ceiling above you is painted black, and there's a bunch of crates and bales below you.
I guess I'm gonna have to drop down onto the crates and stuff.
Okay, you drop down on the crates and stuff.
Yeah.
Jay, is the chasm is the distance enough to where like the 50 feet of rope that we're holding on to is like, do we still have it, or is he?
Yeah.
too far?
You're
Okay.
30. The distance between each pillar in a row here has been 30 feet.
Okay. So plan would be you untie, we pull the rope back, and basically each person that will crawl will have like the safety rope tied around them. Anybody have another idea?
Oh, you can use if we secure the rope on both ends, you could use to put your feet on the rope and hanging.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. I got
Yeah,
you.
that's what you're trying to do.
Okay.
That you can set up. But Pete right now is dropped onto the bales, and he's not on the floor. And this is what you're discussing. So Pete would have to be the one to fasten the rope at the edge of the pillar.
Yeah, I could easily do that. I think I would do that. And what kind of like bales and stuff are on this platform here?
Are you going to take care of the rope thing first, or look at the bales?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you're taking care of the.
Probably
when you're walking across the crudely carved floor with the fish, they begin to ripple and move underneath your feet.
Oh shit, son.
What do you do?
Is the rope tied off?
Nope, but you can easily go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that off.
Okay. We got to roll for surprise.
What?
You are surprised on a roll of 1 or 2. I'll roll it. A 5. You're not surprised. Roll initiative.
Sweet. I got a 4.
I got a 4 as well, simultaneous.
Sweet. Oh, I have a +1 to my dex.
There you go.
Sweet.
The fish that are circling underneath your feet all immediately dart out in a radial pattern to the edge of the pillar, and you hear this splash above you, and you see this big angular fish leaping out of the black moving painted ceiling that looks like it's moving like water. And it's like diving out of the ceiling and diving down towards you. And
what's the closest bale to me? Just really quick, before I climb up the rope.
The closest bale to you is a bale of storm silk. Big bale, storm silk.
All right. I'm gonna hop onto the rope and hand over hand, just climb up it, get back up to where the party is.
You're gonna go back the other way.
Yeah, I'm gonna book it because I'm not gonna fight an anglerfish.
Okay. And it dives into the floor. Dives into the floor. It thrashes around as you're going back the way you came, and then leaps up into the ceiling.
Shit. So, from where I am, like on the platform, you said it's only like 30 feet from this platform to the one that we're on. The whole party's on.
Yeah, each one of these pillars running north has been 30 feet apart.
All right, I'm gonna use my sling and try to hit the piranha thing at like a far angle.
You can't see it; it goes back up into the black ceiling.
Shit.
What's the distance between like the rings and the part of the ceiling where the fish came out of?
You're saying it's black? We can't see up there. Like it's dark.
Yeah, but he's telling you the distance from the ceiling, the ring is attached to the ceiling.
Yeah. Like, let's
The
say
rings are really close, so you're like a foot below the ceiling.
okay.
But the angler fish didn't make its appearance until the thief was walking along the surface of the cut stone.
Actually, you know what we should do?
Fish.
Is-
Carp fish.
Is
Who
there
has a
a like a round? Is there a like the edge of the pillar where there are no feet?
It's a cracked pillar, as if the pillar was cracked in half. So these are 20-foot pillars.
Okay.
And let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, cracked column, broken column top. Yeah. These go over the crack. These rings go over this cracked column top that has the crates and bales. And the fish move in the floor on the cracked column. And then a fish came out of the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
In the floor, is it a similar
and the rings continue past this cracked column going.
Is the floor a similar mosaic situation, or does it look like something different?
The floor is the broken surface of the column.
Can we try to crack those the fish carvings from where we are? Like hit them with the sling?
Nope.
All right.
What
Who
if
has-
you land on top of a crate instead of on top of
That's a good idea.
the pillar?
Nothing happened when you were on the crate. It all happened when
Yeah.
you were walking towards the edge of the column. And
Yeah, when I put my foot on the column. Actually, that's a good idea then. So yeah, maybe I could drop back down onto the thing, and we can open up the crates and stuff. And
Okay. Not a problem to do that. The first crate that you pry open.
which we could set up another line that they could pull stuff back and forth from, and we still have the hand over hand rope that I could escape on. Yeah.
The first crate's got 7 clay globes packed in straw,
Hmm.
and they've got etchings on them. You don't know what they mean.
I don't know if they trust that. Seems like what is this, like a golem just to add water? But all right. The other silk. So this is all storm silk that's on this platform.
Yes, and I'll tell you how many bales there are. There's 6 bales.
All right, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna like tie off bales, and they're gonna pull them across. And while they're pulling them across, I'm gonna open up more crates and like check out what's inside the crates.
Okay. I'll make another random encounter check.
Yeah.
The next crate looks like surgeon implements that your healer or doctor would use.
Hell yeah. Is it a small
The
crate?
other box has they're not crossbow bolts, they're crystallized bodkin heads for crossbow bolts.
Huh. All right.
And that's it.
All right. I'm gonna put these things into like a bag and tie it off on the rope, and I'm gonna say this stuff like be careful with, and I'm gonna send it over on the pulley system.
Okay.
Is there line of sight on somewhere else beyond that column to go? Or is that just dead end there?
No, the rings continue to another column 30 feet to the north, but it looks like an unfinished column. What gives you the impression of that is that it's surrounded by scaffolding. But it's not the original materials. It looks like individual parts have been replaced many, many times over and over. That's to the
Do-
north.
Do you guys want to climb on the rings? Continue.
Why don't we do a out of game time check? Jay, you're looking to end here in about 20 minutes. Is that right?
Yep, I'm looking to wrap up anytime now between now and 20 minutes for sure.
All right. I think we could head out then. Do you
Yeah.
guys want to take a chance with the cask and the shoes?
If
Yeah,
we're just
on the way out, we could try.
Yeah, I think we're bailing now because Jay's on time crunch.
Coming
So
to the end of the session. You're not
Yeah.
quite sure how you would get the cask out.
or we can get somebody down to the cask. That's not me. Get killed by the Kraken. So I think we should backtrack. Yeah, we're gonna backtrack across the rope bridge that we had there, the
Mm-hmm.
that under the thing, and then
Yeah.
with the storm silk and stuff, and try to pass it over, or whatever. And then whoever's gonna go and mess with the cask and the shoes can go over there. I think we should go by nose goes. Somebody else. Oh, Gabe, that's you.
Is that from Lord of the Rings too?
What?
Is that from the Lord of the Rings as well?
Nose goes? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
the
Maybe
idea is
we-
just to grab the shoes and
Grab
Yeah,
the
we-
shoes
we-
and
we
we'll
can-
pull you.
Okay. Tell me what you guys are trying to take out here. I got shoes.
Just the shoes. The cask could be too heavy. We have to.
Yeah. How big is the cask?
It's like a cask, like the size that alcohol is in, like beer or.
Oh, if you
Or
pop it
spirit.
open, could you
Is it closed? Is it open? It has any markings? The outside?
The jester, make an intelligence check.
2. Oh, way under.
Way under. Yep. It's the markings are of Diblet whiskey, and it's very valuable.
All right. Diglet whiskey.
Diblet,
Wow.
Diblet.
a Pokemon?
All right.
But
I tell everybody it's valuable, but I still don't really know how we're going to get it out.
yep.
Yeah, because you're saying like you're saying like a cask, right? Not like a firkin, like a big barrel type of thing, right?
Shit.
Yes.
We could just take
Yeah.
a note of it, and when we inevitably rid
You
this entire
know
place of
where
the evil,
a big valuable liquor stash is.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
guys like when you back in Valaterre can make the day and a half hike back up and just get ripped.
Get really wasted, yeah. With the
Yeah.
boys.
I mean, surely at some point we are going to restore this place to its normal, boring storage
poke our own
facility
eyes out.
status,
Yeah.
and
When we poke our
And
eyes
we can
out,
get
so we're
it.
safe.
we can get it then.
For the reinauguration.
Mm-hmm.
You open up. Okay, so I'm last to cross and I take off my sandals and I tie the rope around my waist. I put on my feet into the shoes.
They're quite comfortable.
Okay. I just
Nothing untoward seems to happen.
I
Don't
just
scuff
glad-
those up.
Yeah,
They
just
might be valuable.
go back.
Okay. So you're gonna basically, I think we'll end it. You're going back down to the merchants or where the campsite was.
Yeah, are we?
Yeah.
Aren't we going back to Valaterre? Because I think we should just ditch this dungeon.
Yeah, we couldn't. We
Find
tried.
the
We
kid.
couldn't find the kids. I don't know. Go back, sell all this stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. We'll pick up next game when we run in a couple of weeks. I'll make the game available. Same time. We'll pick it up from there.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys. I got to get going, And,
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, everybody.
everything-
Thanks for running.
Yeah.
Good to
See
see